Amru felt betrayed and got furious when he saw someone lying in his girlfriend's lap. Who was he? If you want to listen to this story, be here on my channel till the end. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Lost Sapphire, where I make audiobooks and tell you stories. Today's story is JUNGLEMAHAL from the book 10 Untold Stories. Now let's get started with the story. It was the fourth night of Kala Amavas in the month of Ashwin. The Kamlani tribe of Chhattisgarh had dreaded this period of the year for a century now, as it was the darkest time for their tribe. The anecdote said that an angry ancestor had cursed them, and this year it was time for young Amru to find out about the curse. Every boy on turning 18 was told about this curse, and then he had to follow a ritual along with his fellow boys of the same age to placate the angry ancestor. This year, 9 boys were selected, and Amru was one of them. Over a century ago, the village headman began to tell his audience of 9 curious teenagers. There was a beautiful girl in our tribe. She was famous for her beauty even in the neighboring tribes, and there were regular fights for her. The headman one day declared, "Whoever will go to the hilltop on the night of Kala Amavas and bring her a flower from there will be able to marry her." He paused and looked at the boys. No one was ready to go there, as the hilltop was a dangerous place to go. But one boy became ready. He had loved the girl for long, and the girl too had secretly loved him. It was decided that once he returns, he would be married to her. The village headman continued. On the night of Kala Amavas, the boy met the girl at the bottom of the hill, promised her that he would return soon, and went up. But he never returned. Even his dead body was not found. The girl became mad with grief and anger and cursed the tribe. That each year an 18-year-old boy had to go there and try to bring the flower, or no boy would be ever born in the tribe. The headman paused again. Each year a boy is sent to the hilltop, and he tries to bring a flower from there. It is necessary for the survival of our tribe. But Dada, has anyone succeeded in bringing back a flower? Asked Amru. The headman looked sad. No, son. In all these years we have been waiting for one brave boy who could bring back a flower and lift this curse. Everyone fell silent. The ritual was that one had to volunteer. Finally, before midnight, Amru spoke. "Okay, Dada, I will go." The boys wished him luck. He touched the headman's feet and went off to the hill. After walking for half an hour or so, he was near the bottom of the hill, which looked enormous and eerily silent in the dark night. He had to climb through the steep slope now when he heard footsteps behind him. He turned and saw a girl from his tribe standing there near a tree. He did not recognize her, as he could not see her veiled face, but by the beads that she was wearing as a necklace, he could tell that she was from his village. He asked her, "What are you doing here? Are not you supposed to be inside tonight?" She said with a little hesitation, I knew you would volunteer this year and that no one ever returned from this ritual. So I wanted to help you. Help me? How? And why? Amru asked, getting close to her. She stepped back and said shyly, Because I like you. I had seen you in the fair last month, where you were betting with your friends about jumping in a well. Oh, I see. So you saw me there. Amru smiled. That was our silly game. But this is dangerous. And you should not be here. I know it is. That is why I had been planning to help you since last month, she said, her voice a little bold this time. But how would you help me? Do you even know about the ritual? She smiled. Yes, I found out about this from my father. Apparently, they can tell girls about this. So I know you need a flower from the hilltop. And I also know the problem is not getting the flower, but climbing this dangerous and steep hill without any training in this dark night is the real task. Okay, so what do you suggest? Amru asked her. This way. She pointed towards a hidden path a few steps away. Amru followed her. After walking on the path for another half an hour, they came out to an opening, and to Amru's surprise, there he was, on the top of the hill. He hadn't realized in the dark that the path was going upward. Maybe the slope was gentle, he thought. The girl said, There is the tree, and the flowers too. You can pick as many as you want. Amru said, No, only one is needed, and I will take only one. But there is one more thing before I pick it. Yes, what is it? She asked. Would you not even show me your face? Asked Amru with a sweet curiosity in his eyes. The girl hesitated a bit, and then she removed her veil. Amru was stunned. He had never seen such a beautiful girl in his life. She had big black eyes, her nose was small, and her cheeks were round. Her teeth shone brightly when she smiled. Amru stepped towards her and embraced her. She did not resist. They sat down under the tree and spent the night together. Amru heard the chirping of birds. He suddenly sat up and looked around. He was under the tree and the sun was about to rise. He stood up and picked a flower. The girl was nowhere to be seen, but he had no time to think about it. He had to hurry to the village and tell them that he had successfully lifted the curse. He climbed the hill down, which looked easy in the daylight. He started running towards the village and reached there in no time. On seeing him, the whole village started celebrating, as they knew they had been liberated from a century-old curse. The village headmen started dancing, and the boys lifted Amru on their shoulders. They kept celebrating for hours, but Amru's eyes were looking for the girls among the crowd. Where is she? Why is she not here? After the festivities ended, he silently left his house and ran towards the hill. He had to find her. He had to tell her how the whole tribe celebrated his victory and how he had lifted the curse. At the base of the hill, he did not look for the secret path and climbed on the steep hill. When he reached the top, he saw her, sitting there under the tree, looking towards the valley. And there was someone else lying there, with his head in her lap. Amru got angry with the feeling of jealousy and betrayal. He ran towards her, held her shoulders from behind, and said, "What do you—" He stopped mid-sentence, as his eyes could not believe what they were looking at. In her lap, Amru's own body was lying. Puzzled, Amru looked around him. It was still dark, and he had not left the hill at all. She lifted her face, looked towards him, and smiled. "Now you can never leave me." The tribals went looking for Amru the next morning, but they could not find him. They returned sadly and started preparing to send another boy next year. Hello people! I hope you like the story, and if you like it, don't forget to tell me in the comment section and hit the like button too. Now, today's special subscriber is Amit. Thanks so much for commenting dear, and thank you for all the lovely comments. I really appreciate all of it. Keep supporting me like that. Also, I inform you every day that there will be some shoutouts and giveaways in the end of this series of 10 Untold Stories. So stay tuned and follow my social media accounts for more such funs. The link is in the description box. Go and check there and follow me there. And one more thing. If you think of yourself the daring one, then read this book in the night time and tell me if you feel spooky or not. Amazon reviewers have given the book 5 stars. Go and check. The link of this book is also given in the description box. And if you want to ask me anything, you can mail me or comment down below. Next story will be uploaded this Saturday, so keep in touch. Till then, bye bye, take care, and I love you all.